Tonight, our coverage continues following the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. It's our top story here at 6:30. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Dieterer. We're getting your reaction tonight, but first, here's what we know at this time. The former president is doing well after he says he was shot in the ear. FBI have identified the shooter as 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks. 2 people were critically injured and 1 person in the crowd was killed, identified as Corey Comparator. The governor of Pennsylvania says Corey dove on his family to protect them. WHAS11's Jim Stratman and photojournalist Aspen Hester talked to Louisville residents today, getting your reaction to the events.
Take a look at what happened.
Those seconds sending shockwaves around the country. Not since Ronald Reagan has there been an attempt on the life of a sitting or former president. That reality still setting in for some here in Louisville.
I was incredibly sad about it.
It was really a very strange moment.
Now nearly a day later, the reflections on last night are coming in.
I don't think it's great for the country. I don't think anyone's waking up today and thinking things are better than yesterday.
One of the big themes that we discovered in talking with people was a need to tone down the rhetoric. Just about everybody we spoke to said they'd like to see people get back to speaking cordially with each other and showing some compassion.
And that would just be my thing, is that, compassion for each other more than anything, and compassion for, the former president,
We all want good for everybody. I think fundamentally, we all just want to live and be happy and be good, right? And regardless of the color of your t-shirt.
Some people we spoke to said turning down the rhetoric and being more aware could help that.
I think we just need to get back to, we are Americans, we love our country, and we either want it to be, you vote what those policies are.
We can't put out things that say, take him out, those... I'd rather have somebody say a prayer for that person.
It's a show of, the worst sides of what talk can be, because there's talk and then there's action, and clearly someone let the talk get to them.
Reporting in Louisville, Jim Stratman, WHAS11, on your side.
The FBI is continuing its investigation into the assassination attempt, and sources say early indications are that the shooter acted alone. Police say 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks right here was identified as the shooter using DNA testing. Investigators have been searching the suspect's home and car and say they found what appear to be explosives inside the car. The shooter allegedly used an AR-15 style weapon, which according to multiple law enforcement sources was purchased legally by the suspect's father. As the FBI investigates the attempted assassination plot, Pennsylvania State Police are investigating the murder of an innocent spectator at the rally. Husband and father of 2, 50-year-old Corey Comparator. His family posting tributes online after his death, and today he's being called a hero.
Corey dove on his family to protect them last night.
He was protecting his family from the bullets that were being fired, and he lost his life. God love him.
2 people were critically injured in the shooting, and they are still at the hospital where doctors say they are stable. President Joe Biden once again addressed the nation this afternoon, calling on the country to unite.
An assassination attempt is contrary to everything we stand for as a nation, everything. It's not who we are as a nation. It's not America, and we cannot allow this to happen. Unity is the most elusive goal of all.
Biden also said he spoke with Trump last night and they had a short but good conversation. The president is once again expected to speak from the Oval Office at 8 tonight. Well, hours after the shots rang out at the Pennsylvania rally yesterday, I spoke with former Secret Service agent Greg Gitcher. Gitcher was an agent for 21 years. He emphasized just how close yesterday's events were to tragedy.
If it was a bullet that was close enough to clip his ear, that would have meant that he probably had his head turned, and if his head turned a different way, it could have been a different outcome.
Gitcher said the agents do bomb sweeps. They have bomb-sniffing dogs, detectors, and counter snipers. But when it comes to moments like these, he said it matters if someone reacts within a second or a half a second. This was the first major presidential assassination attempt since Ronald Reagan was shot in 1981. This moment, taken just seconds after bullets rang through the Pennsylvania rally right here, is what one local leader is calling a symbol of strength. We're continuing to speak with local elected officials about their reactions to the attempted assassination at Donald Trump's Pennsylvania rally. In southern Indiana, Jeffersonville Mayor Mike Moore says that fist bump is what Americans needed to know the former president was okay after Trump said he was shot in the ear.
I want somebody that is not going to be defeated. And yeah, somebody may have taken a shot at him, but they didn't beat him. And the words of fight, that hit me right in the heart.
Moore called the Secret Service agents heroes. As for the mayor's message to his constituents, recognize disagreements with neighbors, but do so respectfully. Tonight, ABC's coverage of the attempted assassination continues with a special report, taking you minute by minute through everything we know so far. That coverage begins tonight, right after President Biden speaks. Again, he is expected to make remarks at the Oval Office at 8 tonight. Well, switching gears now, let's get a check of our forecast. It's been another hot and humid day, and meteorologist Alden German says it's even going to get hotter. Alden, when can we expect more heat?
That heat is going to peak tomorrow and Tuesday, thankfully, but right now it's certainly still a scorcher out there. 93 degrees, but it feels like it's almost 100. And even though we have a breeze, it's kind of like a blast furnace to your face, gusting up to around 17 miles per hour at the moment. One thing that would help would be rain, but we don't have any rain around right now. Looking at our other area temperatures, it's 95 in Springfield, 93 in Shepherdsville, a couple of spots in the upper 80s off to our west, but still pretty humid. It feels like 101 in Shepherdsville and in Shelbyville right now. So certainly a sizzler out there, 101 degree heat index up in Scottsburg at the moment as well. I mentioned the chance of rain. Well, there's no rain around us at the moment. That's all well off to our east, but it certainly would have done something to keep our temperatures down. We just narrowly missed out on getting some relief from that heat today and some more rainfall that we do need to try and stave off a drought. As we take a look at those weather headlines pretty quickly, rain though will return on a Wednesday, and that will come with some much more comfortable air for the second half of our work week. I'll show you just how far temperatures are expected to drop coming up.
Thank you, Alden. New tonight, LMPD is investigating a deadly shooting in the Portland neighborhood. Police say they responded to the shooting at 28th and Market just after 3:30 today. When officers arrived, they found a man had been fatally shot. Right now, there are no known suspects, and anyone with information is encouraged to call the anonymous tip line. That number is 574-LMPD. Also new for you tonight, an LMPD detective was arrested early this morning. According to police, Kyle Carroll was arrested for driving under the influence. Police say they responded to a crash on Frankfort Avenue near Jane Street. Carroll, who was off duty at the time, had allegedly crashed into a parked car. Police say they questioned Carroll and officers detected alcohol on his breath. Carroll was taken into custody after a field sobriety test was performed. According to his arrest citation, Carroll blew a .13, which is nearly twice the legal limit. An LMPD spokesperson says Carroll has been placed on administrative leave as the investigation continues.